Welcome back to the first video of 2026 from It's Vibin'. It's been a few months, some things have changed. I don't play Fortnite anymore, so we're putting the Road to Pro series to rest. It was a good run while we had it. Cove is still grinding. Just not for me. I enjoy variety more, so that's just what I've been doing lately. Recently, we did a 2026 goals on my stream, and one of my goals that I really want to try and hit is one video every 2 weeks on YouTube. Not a lot. It's still more than I have been doing. I might be the most inconsistent YouTube poster of all time. Once I get in the groove and I'm feeling YouTube more, I would like to move to one video a week. I'm still streaming every day. You can find me at twitch.tv/itsvibin'. My Twitch will be linked in the description, and you can find my stream schedule in my Discord, which will also be linked. Plug. Without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, for this video, I wanted to go over my stream background progression over the past around year and a half. I did a setup progression video about a year ago. I'm going to do that for my next video, but for this one, I wanted to focus on my background. And whether you're here, if you're an avid viewer of mine, if you are an aspiring Twitch streamer who needs ideas for their background, or you just want to have a better setup, this will hopefully give you guys some ideas. So for my first setup, I had absolutely nothing. This is Baby It's Vibin', July 2024. I have a tower fan, a laundry basket, a bed, and I'm streaming at 4,000 bitrate. My internet was not built for streaming at the time, and I have a follower goal. That was the old affiliate goals. There's newer ones, easier ones now. I was on my grind for affiliate around this time. Moving on, I think I started paying for better internet in October of 2024. So I'm streaming at a solid 6,000 bitrate. I could go higher, but Twitch caps you at 6. And this one, it was around December. I broke out the Christmas tree. It's not a lot. It's not a huge change, but adding the Christmas tree gave something to look at in my stream. I was proud of it. It was my first time adding something. Moving on, not another huge change. My tripod broke. I had a rinky-dink tripod that I constantly smacked with my mouth because it was in the middle of my desk. And one day I was playing some scrims in Fortnite. Shit got a little bit heated. I smacked it and it broke. So I had to move my camera to the top of my PC. This was a change. I didn't really like it. You can see more of my room, but also less of my room at the same time. You can see my nightstand. I didn't have anything on my nightstand at the time, so it didn't really matter. You can see my monitor that I had Streamlabs on at the time. Overall, a downgrade. This is January 2025. As you can tell, I put the Christmas tree up. So yeah, moving on to where I got desperate. This is March 2025. I am streaming with a Christmas tree mid-March. No tripod, camera leveraged on the PC by a book, and we are just ripping the Fortnite streams. This is probably the lowest my setup ever got. Moving on to the first semi-significant change, I bought an LED sign that said my name and used it as a floodlight. Not really sure the thought process behind that, to be honest. It worked well as a floodlight. It was super bright, but if I wanted a floodlight, I don't know why I didn't just buy one. I got a custom sign with my name and was going to hang it in the background. Never did. Don't know where that LED sign is, and only used it as a floodlight for like a month. This was the first significant change to my streaming setup. My viewers convinced me to move my desk to the middle of my room to have a better streaming background, and while that was the case, I hated it. It made living in my room a lot harder. It was up against my bed in the middle of the room. I would constantly kick stuff off of it if I was trying to sleep. It also looked really tacky. It made getting around my room really hard. It like cut off half of it. Was not a fan. However, I am a huge fan of this background. There's a lot of potential with stuff I could have hung on my walls. I have the Christmas tree. So be it. It's going to be a common theme. I have a motivation poster my dad hung for the ACT. That was just like a thing a long, long time ago. And then you can see half my shelf and some of my God of War posters. Ooh. At the time, I didn't think having that hair was really that bad, but looking back at it, it was rough. This was also a significant change. I only had my desk like that for 2 months. It was really only over the summer. But you can tell I got a tripod. It's on the other side of my desk where it is actually now. And it's like propped up on top of one of my monitors. It's super nice, works super well. My camera never falls down. The background has a lot of potential. As you can see, I got a bunch of stuff hung up. We'll go over that later. And the only thing really new in the background is that poster from Mo Bettas. I had some friends at the time who worked at our local Mo Bettas. It was like a running joke that I was sponsored by them. They gave me like a poster, a shirt, and a hat for free. So I said, why not? Moving on to one of my most significant changes, I got some katanas from my main mod, Neon. Let's get some W Neons in the comments. He bought me both of these swords. The top one is Rivers of Blood, and the bottom one is Moonveil. They're both from Elden Ring. That was a game I streamed a lot in my early days of streaming. It's a game I still enjoy playing and watching, and when I first got them, I left them on the ground for a month and never hung them up. So I apologize for that, Neon. The other change in this is the Bill sign. Also bought for me by Neon, W Neon. That added a lot to my room. It got the light in the background. It gave some personality to it. He bought that for my birthday. I did a big birthday stream in August where I did a bunch of openings and we went through the stuff. So at this point in time, Neon is carrying my background. Jumping forward to Christmas 2025, I still have most of the stuff. I got a mini fridge right here. You'll see it on later. From Christmas for my parents, I'm able to showcase my Rengoku Funko Pop, one of my favorite ones from the big Cove FPS. He gave that to me for my birthday. It's sitting on my Hanji Funko Pop from AOT, also from Cove FPS for Christmas. Unboxed both those on stream. And yeah, getting the mini fridge overall was a super big help in being able to showcase all of my stuff. I have a Pennywise plush in the background and 2 cans of pre-workout. This allowed me to add a bunch of stuff. I get it, a mini fridge is expensive. If you can't afford a mini fridge, I would recommend just like getting a case that you could put stuff in. It makes a huge difference into your background. It gets viewers engaged, even if they're asking questions about it. Anything helps. Moving on to my current setup. I didn't turn any of it on purpose. I wanted to save it for the end to show everyone what I currently stream with. Let me turn everything on real quick. And this is what we're currently rocking with. We got some puck lights, also from Cove FPS for Christmas. Shout out Cove. They're super nice. They're magnetic. I charge them with my PC. They're absolutely amazing. I got some Funko Pops over here hung up. Cove also sent me the like floating Funko Pop stands I screwed into the wall. This Funko Pop is one for all. It is from the big Snob. Shout out Snob for the Christmas presents. I have a Toto with Black Flash kick on my desk. I still need to hang it up. I apologize. And then I have another Funko Pop hung up right here. This is my Toji one. I bought that one for myself for Christmas. And then the one on top, which you can't see, is a Todoroki one, also from Cove. Shout out Cove again. So overall, my progression in the stream background has changed a lot over the past year and a half. Obviously, I'm so thankful for all the support I've gotten. Whether you're a consistent viewer, you've given subs, bits, you've dropped a follow. Literally any interaction with my socials has helped me. I'm extremely appreciative to all of you. Super special shout out to Neon, Cove, and Snob for sending me stuff. I would say 60% of this background has been gifted to me by those 3 people, and they are absolute goats for that. Don't worry, I also got them stuff for Christmas and their birthdays. They have been huge helps. I am not an insanely creative person, so them just sending me stuff and me going with the flow is a huge help. And that's going to be it for my setup progression video. Not a super long video. This was just something I've been wanting to do, so I wanted to crank it out. If you've watched this far, please drop a sub, like, drop a comment. All of those are massive helps in me getting monetized. And again, huge shout out to Cove, Neon, and Snob. You guys have been huge helps in the background, as well as anyone else who has interacted with me in the past year and a half over my streaming career. I appreciate all of you guys. Feel free to go check out any of my other videos. I should be posting in another 2 weeks, hopefully sooner, who knows. And yeah, appreciate you guys. Peace.